Hello YouTube. I'm beginning to think that my intro is actually cooler than me. But yeah, this is one of the moments where I really should have made a certain video sooner than what was planned. I did this once before, actually multiple times before, but I've been trying to put my channel in a new direction because I know that you guys won't generally appreciate the constant Onision videos. I mean, you might like them, but every now and again, you know, it might get a little old. You know, there's different resources out there for you to look at the anti-Onision stuff. You have the Exposing Onision community, you know, you have Exposing Onision Tumblr, you have Onision Drama on Tumblr, you have the Exposing Onision Facebook page, etc., etc. So I wanted to do something new, and that's why I've been doing the live shows with people, you know, conducting interviews, discussing topics, taking questions from you. And I thought it would be really cool. Two announcements with that before I get into the video. One is that if you are a fan of Captain Obvious 81, he's going to be on the next live show, which should be airing today. I'm pretty sure. It depends on our schedules and what we have to do, but it's more than likely about 99% going to happen today, maybe 95, 90%. And then within the days to come, I already got feedback from him, and he's in the process of moving right now, or helping somebody move. But within the days to come, official GATG is going to be on next after Captain Obvious. So that's really cool, something to look into. And somebody else that I didn't actually get a schedule for to do this, but somebody that also wants to do it is Ranter and Shades. So, you know, keep on the lookout for the live events, and when they come about, I'll constantly let you guys know when it happens. But yeah, now this video is in response to Onision's man or woman video that he did on his Obro account. And it just seemed like, because I got into a conversation with my girlfriend about this, about what is acceptable in society depending on the two different eras. And, you know, she's not one for the social construct of, you know, having facial hair and crap making you a guy. You know, why is it so, like, you gotta be butch and put yourself off in a certain way to be a man? And I agree with her. You don't have to do that in order to be a man. You know, you don't need a dick to be a man, essentially. You know? To be a man is all about action, not what you physically look like. However, there's two different aspects you can also use. You can be a butch man, you can be a feminine man. And the whole thing was, it seemed like he was making fun of people that either looked masculine or looked feminine, and basically looked like he was taking jabs at certain feminist ideologies and making fun of it. And if he was to retort a point in a meme, he was retorting it in a way where it would be disrespectful to, you know, the community that the meme was basically reflecting. So it wasn't like he was, you know, retorting to it in a respectful way where it was making a logical argument. He was retorting in a way that would probably more than likely be offensive towards, you know, that group in total. And this whole point I'm about to make would completely destroy probably his video. Let's look at it back, because I'm going to be 22 in 4 months. Let's look at it back in our parents' era, if you're around my age and older. Our parents' era being like the 60s, 70s. And, you know, back then, what was the big thing on what made a man a man? You had people like Burt Reynolds, Sean Connery back then, you know, you have like either, if they weren't big and hairy, they were either very suave, but very super fucking masculine in a certain way. And you had your Clint Eastwoods, and you had a whole bunch of other similar people, and that was what a man was. Okay? And then you fast forward to now. What do you see all over the media now? You have the opposite. You have guys walking around with makeup, frosted hair, skin-tight clothing, looking basically like females. And if it's not that, it's like some sleek, slender, pretty boy kind of thing for Calvin Klein. And that's fine too, just like how it was fine then, with what they were doing. However, if one thing is being plastered all over the media and society, the other thing is damned and condemned as what isn't hot. If you were sleek and slender without fucking hair on your body and looked like a chick back in the 70s, you were deemed a queer. That happens today, and it's like, wow, that's really hot. And the guys that were or emulate how guys used to look back in the day, they would look at them and be like, ew, they're disgusting, they probably smell, they're probably assholes, kind of a deal. So, why is one thing acceptable in one period of time and not acceptable in another period of time? And I'm just sitting here going, why not both? Why not both? Meme, And both should be well accepted in society. And how this correlates with what he was doing, it's more like he was making a point that one thing is proper and the other one is like, I'm gonna make fun of it because it looks silly to me. And if I think it looks silly and I'm gonna joke about it, therefore that's how you should think. That's basically how he was looking at it, and I'm sure you can go into even greater detail about how you think or feel he was going about it. If you have other theories and opinions, feel free to put it in the comment section. But that whole description of how shit is, it's just like, dude, you are basically the living example of, kind of accepting one thing, and then if somebody wants to be feminine, and whether if they're doing it good or not, you're making a joke out of it. And it's just like, really? And you're one to talk about being masculine, mister. If my, wife or girlfriend prefers me to have no hair on my legs, I'm going to shave my legs in order to make her feel more comfortable. And, you're just going to sit there and make fun of people that decided to be a little feminine for a change. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, Greg? Makes so much sense. But yeah, this has been M22Frogger. Stay tuned for my live events that are going to be happening with some very cool people, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. So, I haven't really said this before, a lot of people do, and figure I should just say this, like and subscribe if you want. Give feedback, do whatever you want. Anyway, until my next live event, or until my next video, stay tuned. And new video ideas aside from my live stuff, I was talking to an old friend of mine named Reese, not Take Shot, but funny enough they spell their names the same way. I used to do a lot of lucid dreaming and spiritual videos. What I want to start doing is start educating about lucid dreaming. It's very good for dealing with stress. If you want to delve into spirituality, it's another great way to deal with spirituality, and it's another great way to explore your dreams. So, and I know the ins and outs of all that. So, be on the lookout for that. That would be very beneficial for everybody, essentially. And I'll explain why it could be beneficial to everybody. So new and very helpful and good and entertaining content ahead. Stay tuned for it all. Till next time, it's been M22Frogger, signing out.